Your person was forced to leave you. Now the full shocking truth comes out. Someone you loved deeply didn't walk away by choice. They were pushed out of your life by forces you never knew existed. The real story has been hidden from you all this time, but now the spiritual world is ready to reveal what really happened. Everything you were told was a lie. The reasons they gave for leaving were not true. They were made to say things they never meant. Today you will finally learn the truth that has been kept from you. Get ready for shocking revelations. You and this person shared something special that others couldn't understand. Your bond was so strong it threatened people around you. When they suddenly left your life, nothing made sense. The reasons felt wrong. Their words didn't match their actions from before. You felt confused and hurt. Part of you always knew something wasn't right about how things ended. Your heart kept telling you this story didn't add up. You were right to feel this way. Your intuition was trying to tell you the truth your mind couldn't see. The pain you felt wasn't just from losing them. It was from sensing the lies and deceptions surrounding their departure. They didn't want to leave you. They were forced to make a choice that broke their heart too. Both of you became victims of manipulation you never saw coming. The connection between you was real. That's why it hurt so much when it was torn apart. Powerful people worked together to separate you two. They had their own reasons for wanting you apart. Your happiness threatened their control. These forces have kept the truth buried for too long. But spiritual justice is finally breaking through their walls of lies. The shocking reality of what happened will change how you see everything. You'll understand why nothing felt right. After they left, this isn't just about closure. This is about justice for both of you. The truth will set you free from years of confusion and pain. If you don't learn what really happened, you'll carry false guilt and pain forever. The lies will continue to poison your ability to trust and love again. The people who separated you are still out there. They think they got away with it. But the universe is ready to expose their cruel actions. Time is running out to reveal this truth. Forces that kept it hidden are losing their power now. Like this video right now to unlock the spiritual forces that will reveal the shocking truth. The person you lost didn't want to leave you. They were backed into a corner with no way out. Someone close to them applied pressure you never knew about. Family members, friends, or authority figures made their life impossible. Unless they walked away from you, they were told lies about you, made to believe you didn't really care about them, convinced that you would be better off without them in your life. Behind closed doors, they cried and fought against leaving you. They searched for any way to stay. But the pressure kept building until they felt they had no choice. They were threatened with consequences that scared them. Loss of family support, financial ruin, or harm to people they loved. The threats were real and serious. You never saw their internal struggle because they were forced to hide it. They had to pretend they wanted to leave to protect themselves and others. Every word they said when they left was scripted by fear. None of it came from their heart. They were acting out someone else's plan for their life. They regretted every moment after walking away, but they felt trapped by the choice they were forced to make. They thought about you every day but couldn't reach out. The people who pressured them made sure they stayed silent. They were watched and controlled to prevent any contact with you. Your person suffered in silence, missing you but unable to do anything about it. They were prisoners of other people's manipulation and control. Type truth in the comments to continue receiving these shocking revelations about what really happened. The people who forced them away had been planning this for a long time. They saw how happy you two were together and couldn't stand it. They filled your person's head with poison about your relationship, told them you were using them or would hurt them eventually, made them doubt your true feelings. Financial pressure was used as a weapon against them. They were threatened with losing their job, home, or financial support unless they ended things with you. Family members turned against them, saying they would be disowned or cut off if they stayed with you. They were made to choose between you and their entire support system. They were isolated from friends who supported your relationship, only allowed to speak with people who agreed with the separation. Plan. Your person tried to find ways around the pressure. They looked for compromises or middle ground, but every solution was rejected by those controlling them. They were forbidden from telling you the real reason for leaving, threatened with worse consequences if they revealed the truth about what was happening. The lies they were told about you were carefully crafted. They were shown fake evidence or given twisted versions of your words and actions. They started to believe they were protecting you by leaving, made to think their presence in your life was somehow harmful to your future. Every attempt they made to contact you was blocked or intercepted. Phone calls were monitored, messages were deleted, and meetings were prevented. The people controlling them made sure you would never know the real story. They wanted you to believe the lies too, so you wouldn't fight for the relationship. Your person became a prisoner in their own life, unable to make choices about love or happiness. If you want to strengthen the spiritual forces revealing this truth, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Each offering helps break through the barriers that have kept these secrets hidden and supports the divine justice bringing this revelation to light. Type 777 now to unlock the deeper spiritual revelations about their hidden pain and continued feelings for you. While you were hurting from their departure, they were suffering in ways you couldn't imagine. They were broken inside, but had to pretend everything was fine. They cried themselves to sleep thinking about you, wondered if you hated them for leaving, worried that you believed all the lies they were forced to tell you. The people controlling them watched for any signs they might try to return to you. They were kept busy with activities and responsibilities to distract them from their pain. They were moved to new places or given new schedules to make contact with you impossible. Their entire life was rearranged to keep you apart. In quiet moments, they would look at old photos or messages from you. These were the only connections to happiness they had left from before the separation. They were forbidden from talking about you to anyone. If they mentioned your name, they faced punishment or increased surveillance from those controlling them. Your person made secret plans to reach out to you multiple times, but each attempt was discovered and stopped before they could make contact. They were told that you had moved on and found someone new, shown fake evidence that you were happy without them to crush their hope of reunion. The stress of living this double life made them physically and emotionally sick. They lost weight, couldn't sleep, and felt constantly anxious. They prayed and hoped that somehow you would find out the truth, that you would understand they never wanted to hurt you or leave you behind. Even now, they think about you every day, wonder how you're doing and if you remember the good times you shared together. They wish they could tell you themselves what really happened, but the same forces that separated you still have power over their life and choices. Type 333 to receive the final shocking details about the conspiracy that tore you apart. The lies you were told about why they left were carefully planned deceptions. Every excuse was designed to make you stop fighting for them. You were told they found someone else, lost interest, or needed space. None of these reasons were true. They were scripts written by the people pulling the strings. Both of you were fed completely different stories about what the other person wanted. You were told they didn't love you anymore, while they were told you had moved on. The timing of their departure wasn't random either. It was planned for when you would be most vulnerable or distracted, when you couldn't fight back effectively. Evidence of your love was hidden from them. Your messages, calls, and attempts to reach out were blocked. Before they could see them, they were shown fake proof that you were dating others or bad, mouthing them to friends. This false evidence broke their heart and made them believe leaving was right. The people who separated you studied your relationship carefully. They knew exactly which lies would hurt the most and be hardest to disprove. Your person was coached on what to say when they broke up with you. The cold words that cut so deep weren't their own. They were reading from someone else's cruel script. Even mutual friends were turned against your relationship. They were fed stories about problems that didn't exist, or convinced that the separation was for the best. The conspiracy was bigger than just one or two people. It involved family members, friends, and possibly co-workers all working together to keep you apart. They celebrated their success when you separated. These manipulators felt proud of destroying something beautiful that threatened their control. If you want to honor the truth being revealed and support divine justice for what was done to you both, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Each offering helps expose these cruel manipulations and brings spiritual healing to those who have been wronged. Type 999 now to unlock the spiritual revelation about their current state and continuing love for you. Right now, your person still thinks about you every single day. Their feelings never change despite all the time that has passed. They are still under the control of the same people who forced them away. These manipulators keep close watch to make sure they don't try to reconnect with you. Your person has aged from the stress and sadness of living without you. The joy they had when you were together has been replaced by emptiness and regret. They keep mementos from your time together hidden away. Photos, gifts, or letters stored in secret places where their controllers won't find them. Sometimes they drive by places you used to go together, hoping to catch a glimpse of you. But they're too scared to stop or make contact because of the consequences they still face. They've tried to find ways to send you messages without being detected. Anonymous letters, social media accounts, or messages through mutual friends that never reached you. The people controlling them have convinced others that contact with you would be dangerous or unhealthy. Your person is treated like they need protection from their own feelings. They blame themselves for not being stronger when the pressure started. They wish they had fought harder to stay with you instead of giving in to the manipulation. Your person dreams about what life would be like if they could come back to you. They imagine explanations, apologies, and the reunion they desperately want. They've tried to date other people to move on, but no one compares to what you shared. These forced relationships only made them miss you more. The guilt of hurting you eats away at them constantly. They know you must hate them for leaving, and they can't bear the pain of that knowledge. If they could send you one message right now, it would be an apology, an explanation of what really happened. They want you to know the truth more than anything. Type justice in the comments to complete this spiritual revelation and show that you stand with truth over lies. The full shocking truth has now been revealed to you. Everything you suspected was right. Your person was forced to leave against their will. The pain you felt wasn't just heartbreak. It was your soul recognizing the injustice of what was done to both of you. This knowledge changes everything you thought you knew about what happened. The guilt and self-doubt you carried can finally be released. You were both victims of cruel manipulation by people who put their own agenda above your happiness. Neither of you chose this separation. The spiritual forces have spoken this truth to bring you peace and understanding. Justice has been served by revealing what was hidden in darkness. Your intuition was your guide all along. Trust it now as you decide what to do with this knowledge. Type Amen to seal this divine revelation and find the peace that comes from knowing truth.